sun goes down and the light gets low. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Then I hear that sound and away we go. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Then I hear that sound and away we go. Feels like I'm losing my mind. There is nothing left to fear. Up here on my own, all at once the air is clear. Then the sun goes down and the light gets low. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Then I hear that sound and away we go. Feels like I'm losing my mind. It's a matter of time. I'll be back in the darkness and I know I can dance. up here on my own. All the ones the air is clear. Then the sun goes down and the light gets low. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Then I hear that sound and away we go. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Dance alone. There is nothing left to fear up here on my own. All the walls, the air is clear. Then the sun goes down and the night gets low. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Then I hear that sound and away we go. Feels like I'm losing my mind. Looks like tonight that I know I'm gonna be dancing, dancing alone. And like a thief in the night, I pull a random crime. I never know where to win, it's just a matter of time. I'll be back in the darkness and I know I'll be dancing, dancing alone. There is nothing left to fear up here on my own. All the ones the air's clear. Just like you guess you know something's gonna switch. I feel my body rock and then I sample the thing. Now I have what I need and I can stop dancing.
I sample the glitch.
Dancing alone.
Dancing alone. Just like a fuse gets blown or someone throws a switch. I feel my body rock and then I sample the glitch.
Would you like to explain that?
To who? To you?
No, I know what it means. The children of
No,
the
I don't know
lawn.
that I want to explain that. Do I want
Okay.
to explain that?
Well, then, happy Tuesday, children of the
Oh,
lawn.
let me listen. Hang on here. Well, I mean,
You know, they can't read that because they're watching on their phones.
I'm trying to read it. I know they're watching on their phones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now.
Okay.
Oh, and there they are. You see, their phones are right next to their chairs.
Okay, children, gather round.
Gather round, children, and you shall hear.
Shall hear what?
You're not hearing anything.
There's
You're not hearing anything.
Sue's new chair.
Yeah, you saw Sue's new chair, right?
Yes, and I saw her one like Laurie and Pat have that doesn't have the extended part, and it does have wooden arms.
She doesn't have the extended part?
No, there she's got two chairs. Free from her neighbor.
Oh, I thought we were talking about in space.
No, free from her neighbor.
Free from her neighbor. What? Okay. Well, anyway.
Okay. So.
So, Oh, working on Oxzoomed again today, and I downloaded I got from one place or another, all of the tour dates, because the thing, if you've seen that pile of DATs that I'm transferring the masters from, it's like a giant 3-year-old tried to write on it with a crayon. Now, no offense, Joe Berger.
I was going to say, it must be Joe Berger.
It could be Steve Eigner, too. He did 96.
Could be Steve Luongo, too.
No, I didn't. I never wrote on any DATs. They gave me the DATs. They went in the case.
I was
That's
talking
what
about the handwriting quality.
Hey, you know what? I got 2 words for you.
John had a very nice handwriting, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Maybe I can get him to write you a letter.
What? Gail sees the rat running around in space. What?
You see the
I
rat running
don't
around
see
in space?
that. I see Remy swimming.
Yeah.
I see Black Gumby.
Right.
I don't see any freaking rat running around in. Ah! What the hell are you doing to me?
That's left over from Lenny's show.
Oh, he's got to go. No. Or I'm not getting in the ship. Thanks for letting me know, Gail.
Oh.
No, he's got to go.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want that.
All right.
She says, where's his helmet?
He's gone.
He's going to have a little hammer as a helmet. No, I would not harm him. I would relocate him. I would have a heart trap.
Can I tell you what she means by I would relocate him?
Steve
I would relocate
That's
him.
right. We would have a heart trap. But the thing about that, you don't want to go put rodents near somebody else's house for them to have a problem. But you don't want to poison them, because then the birds, like the hawks and
all right,
the eagles.
listen.
Well, I'm just saying.
Jane Goodall.
Oh my gosh.
What? Oh my gosh.
Remember our caterpillar yesterday?
Go ahead, tell them your caterpillar story.
Well, we got a big fat monarch caterpillar, and he was eating all of the milkweed. And I said, we got to keep an eye on him, because he's got to go like cocoon soon. And I looked, and he was on the inside of the screen of our pool cage.
Inside. Somehow he ventured inside the pool cage.
Which means he would have, he or she, we don't know.
Yeah, how do you know?
Would have made the cocoon on the inside and would have been flying around
inside
in
our
a
pool
giant
cage.
Screened enclosure, and we would have to get like a butterfly net to catch it with.
Well, luckily I already have one of those.
Steve, I have a dilemma. And he went and saw it, and he went, I don't know, I don't think we should be messing with nature.
I just don't, because we started out, she says, I'm going to plant the native plant, the what is it, the milkweed.
Right.
I'm going to plant and get their plants started so that they have stuff, right? And she plants them outside, and they're little, though. They're not like the big, tall milkweeds. And some caterpillar or butterfly flew by and was laying eggs all over the place.
Endangered species.
That was my band. And so she's freaked out, because they all hatch, right? So now there's all these tiny little caterpillars.
Most of the people saw them
all over the 2 small plants, and she's going, what should we do? They're going to need more to eat. We need to get them more food. I mean, we're packing them lunches, and
Gail said, don't let anyone see you running around with a butterfly net, like the Thomas Dolby video. Science? She blinded me with science.
She blinded me with caterpillars. So that's that's really the long and the short of that. And
the long and the short of it is, I was like, what? We have to do something, don't we? And he went and took it and put it outside. And then the caterpillar thought I better eat some more, so he went back on to another plant.
Do you notice how she knows what they think?
Well,
I put him out. And so
You know
he
what?
thought I might as well eat some more.
I talk to the animals.
Yeah.
I walk with the animals. I am
Yeah.
one with nature.
What do you, Doctor? Do very little?
Woohoo! Wouldn't that be nice? Doctor, do very little. Okay.
What? Okay, what?
What? Tim McCullen, 1980 or 79, Dolby. Thomas
Oh, I don't know.
Dolby?
Yeah,
I think
Thomas
he was in
Dolby,
the
yeah.
80s sometime.
Yeah, he wasn't in the 70s.
No.
Blinded me with science? No, because that was after we were together, and we didn't get
Yeah.
together till 81.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and MTV had just come out, so.
Eh.
I got to get one of those buzzers. I have about everything else.
But he was good.
He was good.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Blinded me with science. 1982.
Was that it? 82?
Yeah.
Yeah, the age of MTV. Man, what a weird.
Now Pat Romano's calling somebody Mo and Larry and Curly. I don't want to know who.
Who?
I
Mo
don't
and
know.
Larry and Curly.
The
What
Three
are you-
Stooges.
Yeah? You don't like those.
I don't like those. Well, I
You
don't
don't
know
like
who
the-
he's calling that. Oh, thank you, Lori.
What?
Superstar.
What?
So we have a very talented woman on our show tonight. Laura.
Yeah, and who's the guest?
Laura Black.
Took her a second to work that one out.
Ah.
Took her a second to work that out.
Well, because I'm not really that talented.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Well, she made a new recipe. We'll see how that comes out.
Well, then, right. Tomorrow I know, or tonight at about 2 in the morning, I may agree with you. No,
Okay.
your recipes are always.
No, except that skimp chicken.
What the hell was that?
I don't remember, but that was when we
Skimp
lived in
chicken.
New York.
What?
That's what Steve nicknamed it. Oh, you're gonna make skimp chicken?
We have names for everything. And it's really weird because, when you're in a band, if you're in a band for any great length of time, you develop your own, sort of language and,
Superstar. Thank you, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Michael Newton, who I just read, is going to see The Who for the 41st time.
Wow, I know. Huh.
Wow.
41 times.
But he's like
Starting when? What was
Like
the
a deadhead.
What is the? Well, no, maybe not. Let's find out what the era. What was the first show and what was the most recent show?
Yeah, Michael, tell us. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Superstar. Michael, what was the first Who show?
First Who show.
And what was the most recent Who show? Well,
Any idea?
we're waiting.
1971. Oh wow.
That was the first one?
So you saw
Keith Moon.
you saw everybody. Yeah. Was that Forest Hills by any chance?
Thanks, Sulicente.
Thanks, Sulicente. How about that?
Hey,
What?
what time's our guest coming in?
Well, she should be here any time now.
All right, so let's introduce her.
Well, Laura Black. She's been here. She is now. She's been a front. You know what?
She's married to
Introduce her.
Russ, who was on the show last
Yeah,
Tuesday
this is just
and the
it's
Tuesday
just
before.
it's all too.
Oh, they're not married, but they're
No,
partners.
they're not married, but they might as well be.
Yeah, it's like Goldie Hawn and
Come in.
what's Goldie's boyfriend's name? Kurt Russell.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
How
they
you
gave you
doing?
a different. You got a different
Oh,
background.
nice.
Well, I'm at my desk and Russ was over in the kitchen.
Very nice. I see.
Yeah.
He gets the kitchen as a background. You get the desk.
Hey, that's
Very
his
nice.
business, whatever he decides to do.
That's very, very nice. How are you, man?
I'm all right. After 40 years, I probably haven't seen you in 40 years.
I think you're being kind to both of us, but okay.
Yeah,
40
I
years,
think
that would
it's
make
cool.
me 40 years. What year would that have been? Because my
I don't
math
Oh my
skills
gosh.
are off.
I have a calculator right
It
Yeah,
would
here.
get
have
a
been
calculator. I don't-
82.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is that right? Really? So that's 40 years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because the
1982.
skirts were in the 80s, early 80s, and that's when we started hanging with you guys and Richie and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying. I mean, you know me. I rehearsed at your house, so you know me.
Did you
And
remember that? I told you, but I don't know
You
if
told me that. I don't
Where
remember
was
that.
your house? Where was your house
It
located?
was in Mayapack. It was in Mayapack on Croton Falls Road.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, blank. Was it whose gear? Do we use your gear? Do we use our gear? What? How did
No,
that?
I think you're just kind of doing acoustic stuff, and I had some amps, but I think it was because somebody's house wasn't available or something. You needed to rehearse something. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
Well, listen, that's
Yeah.
it's you'd be surprised at the things I don't remember. But that's what half the that's what
That's what
half,
happens.
that's what half the fun of the show is, because people remind me of stuff that
Yeah.
I would never remember. I mean, I don't have much hard drive space left, so
Yeah.
I gotta
Well,
be
60s burnout. We all had a little bit of that.
a little bit.
We
A
had
little
some
bit.
80s.
Little bit.
Yeah, we had 60s to 80s burnout. Yeah, we had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we burned it.
We burned
I
it.
burned
in the 80s.
We
Yeah,
burned
I
it
burned.
hot for a couple of years one night. But I might as well start off with a bang. All right, but listen. So take me back, because the thing, when I started doing the show, the whole point of doing the show was to reconnect with old friends, the same way I would if I was on tour and I ran into you. You guys were
Great idea.
playing the same shit, and it's that conversation. It's not an interview. It's
And
not,
might I add, you look great, Laura.
yeah. by the
Oh,
way.
thank you, Lori. I never met you.
Yeah, you have. Steve and I got
Oh.
together at the end of 81.
Yeah, no, you have.
But I don't remember you. I don't
Well,
know
you
why.
wouldn't remember
Well,
because
maybe
that's.
I got a feeling we never even met. That's what I think.
I don't know.
Well, I remember the skirts opening at the Gemini for Rat Race. when I was
Yep,
there.
we did. We opened a lot of places. 4 and a half.
That's what I. That's what I thought. Here,
Yeah.
you know what?
4 and a half. Yep. And Gemini and where else did we open?
That's
up?
Lori.
Well, that's,
Oh, hi, Lori.
yeah, but that's not me then.
That's you now.
That's me
What's
now.
Your, whatever.
And Foxy Babe.
I'll keep your picture in
Well,
my
thank you.
wall. Yeah, 40 years later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, because where did it start for you? Where's home?
I'm from the Bronx.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born and raised in the Bronx, and I left after I got married. We moved to Mayapack around maybe when I was 23, about 24.
Hi, Remy.
Wow. Okay. So, and when was that in relation to the skirts?
Well, what happened was I had a band, and we were playing at Jason's. Remember that place in Mayapack?
Yeah, I do.
And I had a band, and we were opening for Richie Scarlett. What else is new? We either opened for you guys or Richie Scarlett.
The
Those are the two.
Emperor.
The Emperor of Rock.
Yeah.
And that's
So,
when he first went out with Laurie.
I said to Richie in the back, I said, hey, I want to start an all-girl band. You know anybody? And he said, yeah, I'm teaching this chick right now. And she's pretty good. So I was like, oh, great. Give me your number. And it was Ann.
Wow.
And she
Yeah.
was from Mayapack too?
She lived in Carmel, I think, at the time, maybe. I don't know.
Wow,
But
man, see, because I'm not getting all the geography, because I know
Where did Richie and Laurie live? I thought they lived in
lived in
Connecticut.
Connecticut, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they still do. Well,
No,
Well, they did.
He married
I know.
Joanne after
yeah, he
that.
married Joanne after Lori, but yeah, it's I always thought of, I knew that you were from the Bronx, but did you put the skirts together? Oh well, yeah, that would have been because
I put the
you
skirts
would've-
together in Mayapack. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
then I called Ann, and we played a little bit, She was too shy to sing at the time, but I did eventually get her to sing, but it took a while. And then I think, because I called both of them yesterday to find out Lynn too. I said, Lynn, me and Ann have no idea how we found you. And she said she didn't remember either. Well, so all of us have burnout. But she thinks that Ann knew Dave somehow, or Rat Race Choir, and he said, oh, my girlfriend's a drummer.
Wait a minute.
Lynn.
He said, no. What? No, because that would have been her.
No, he said that Lynn, his girlfriend, was a drummer
To Annie.
to Ann.
Yeah, but I don't think. You see, I'm
Dave Camilla, we're talking about your brother.
I know who
Yeah,
we're
we
talking
know.
about. That part I have.
You know that.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I know who we're talking about. But I thought, I don't even know how he met her. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Maybe he met her. See, I'm not putting all the geography together or the timeline together, but maybe because I met her
Because she
friend.
was from where? Queens or somewhere?
She was from Queens.
Yes. And
she-
I thought it was because we recorded at Paul Orofino's
Oh.
Paulie's, right? Yeah.
in Queens. And
At Paulie's in Queens?
I'm pretty sure that's the first time we recorded. And I feel like, I think they were cousins.
Who?
I think Lynn and Paul Orofino are cousins. I
Wow,
think.
that would just be as strange as it could
Wasn't
possibly
he
be.
Millbrook Sound?
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
He was out with Leslie, and he's the one who told me that horrible story
Yeah,
about his
that's
wife.
I know.
You know that story?
Oh, no.
Yes, I do know it.
Yeah.
That's like I
know.
can't unhear that.
Yeah.
No, it's
That's
horrible.
That's like something out of a
Horrible.
movie.
Yeah.
And then Russ and I recorded at Millbrook, and our favorite album that we ever did. And we did a lot of albums. We did 5, but the one I love is the one I did at Paul's.
Wow. Yeah, I've done
No.
quite a bit up there too. I did a record with Leslie up there.
How long ago? How long ago?
How long ago did I do the Leslie record?
Alligator was the name of it. I will look it up.
It had to be 80.
I would have to look at this CD and see. I think it was 90. It might have been 90. I don't even know if I have it here. It might have been 96. It might have
Alligator.
been 90. No, I don't have it.
89.
89. Alligator was 89. So that's when.
Man, that was in Millbrook.
Yeah, that was in Mill. And he calls me up. I've told this story a million times on the show. He calls me up and he goes, "Hey, Steve, you want to play on my album?" I said, "Yeah, sure. When?" "In an hour."
This was like 8 in the morning.
At 8:00 in the morning, and I'm saying like, "Well,
That's
okay, where?" And he says, "No, son, you know where it is."
he's kind of a funny guy. I did meet him once when
God.
Richie was playing with him. And
Yeah.
I met him once.
Right.
I did meet him.
Steve
But
played-
we might have opened that night too. Who knows?
Yeah, well, Steve played with Richie and Leslie.
Yeah, I played. Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
think
did?
I know
Oh,
one
you
who
played
got
with Richie
Richie
too?
Oh no, Dean I think got him the gig.
Yep.
Yeah, Dean got him the gig after Dave.
But they did a tour together.
You know, we played that. Dave and I both played with Leslie.
And Mark
Did
played
you?
with Leslie.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember that. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
seeing, I think I was at the Chance and Dave was singing, no, not playing bass. So it must have been John Entwistle.
That was Entwistle,
yeah.
yeah. Because we played
Dave
the two
was just
warm-up
singing.
shows.
But
Yeah.
Leslie was there too,
Right.
right?
Leslie was there too. Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. But I was at the Chance for that show. I'm sure I
That
was.
was the first 2 warm-up shows before we did the live broadcast from the Bottom Line.
Ah.
K-Rock. That was,
Okay.
man, that was the craziest. I mean, I think about all the stuff that's gone down between then and now, man. Wow. Just
Yeah.
nuts. So now it makes sense to me, though. It makes sense to me that Dave, because I didn't really know Lynn, how I didn't know anybody. I just was Steve floating around doing my Steve thing. And actually, I thought her girlfriend was kind of amazingly cute. I didn't know that they were both,
Not her, a friend of hers.
yeah, her friend.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
When you say girlfriend,
And
you never know.
who was also
You never
from
know. Yeah.
And I don't know. So, and man, I mean, that's a whole.
Lynn was really pretty. She's so pretty, you know. So, the guys used to come and try and look up her skirt when she was playing, you know. I used to see them.
Is that why I was called skirt? Well, she was playing drums with
The
a
skirts
skirt?
were rough. Yes, she played drums. Yeah,
With
But
a
it's-
drummer.
skirt?
in a
in a
skirt.
skirt. She was the drummer with a skirt. That's right.
Yeah, but I didn't realize she wore a skirt.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
Oh
realize
yeah,
that.
she wore skirts. We all wore skirts. Didn't you see the picture I sent you?
Yeah, I did. But that's not on
You see all the
stage.
skirts? They're all skirts.
I saw the skirts.
Did you wear a skirt every gig?
I get. Well, that was,
Sometimes I didn't as much as the other ones. Anne had really short skirt. Listen, hey. She was a skinny little thing. She could do it.
oh, you guys. Yeah, and I mean, it's for me. It's kind of like, huh? What?
I
doing
know.
what? Who's
know.
doing what with us? Okay.
Oh my God. I'll never forget the last time I saw you. I was so embarrassed. So Dave, I started taking these garlic pills because I have asthma, and they said, oh, it'll help. And I took that, and Dave sees me in the audience. Oh, I don't know where we were. We're in Connecticut somewhere. And he says, Laura, come up. I'm like, oh, no. And he's going, you stink like garlic. What the hell? When I get on the stage. It was very funny. But anyway, wow. I didn't really do covers that much because we were writing songs, you know. Oops, my laptop just fell. And I didn't know Mustang Sally. Really, I never sang that in my life. I didn't know it. Is that stupid or what? I kept saying, what's the next line?
Yeah, right. All you got to do is ride, Sally, ride.
Ride, Sally, ride. Yeah.
But you know it now, though, don't you?
I do. Believe me, we have been through the mill in Key West. I mean, we played for 23 years, 8 days a week. I mean, literally.
And what's the name of
matinees on Sunday?
We were called Black and Skabuda.
Black and what? Skabuda?
Skabuda.
Skabuda, like Skabuda.
His name is Scavelli, obviously. I named him Skabuda because he has a big gut. So I named him Skabuda, and it stuck. So that's
Black and Skabuda. Well, it sings good, you know. Yeah. Black and Skabuda. That's very.
Oh, I'll never forget one night. We were the sign, you know, where we had to play. It said Black and Scooby Doo. I almost died.
That's funny. I own Scooby. I don't know did you know that?
Oh,
Scooby, you want to come up here and say hello?
By the way, your cousin Gail Black says hi, cuz.
Hi, cuz.
Say hello. Come here.
She is watching,
nice.
And Pamela Gill Flattery says, Laura, you look great.
Yeah, you do look great. How old were you when we last met? 10?
I am going to be 68.
What?
68.
Wow.
Aren't we all?
Well, I guess I've already been 68, but yeah, you know, and it was good. I liked it. It's good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I'm trying out 69 for a while, and and summer we'll move into another speed limit.
That. I would have thought you were like
I would have thought you were. Yeah.
Thank you. I work hard, yoga and all that crap. You know.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you got to stay healthy.
A couple of miles a day.
Okay, now you and Russ play over on Fort Myers Beach, and is it Black and Skabuda?
No, we're now called, we have a new name.
Wait for it.
Because we have a bass player, so we're called Key West X Press.
Oh,
Key West
like the Express. Like the boat that goes from here to Key West.
Yes, but we say X. Because
but just X and then press.
Yes, we have guitars that do this, because we don't want to sue us.
Marketing.
Is there a space after the X and the press, or is it one word?
It's X dash press. Express.
All right, so let me tell the people.
Yeah. No, and I just made a Facebook page because people keep asking where we are.
And so who's the bass player?
This is so weird. So weird. I'll tell you, small world. Because the reason why we're on here is because of this guy TJ from Key West.
Yes.
Right?
It's, believe me, weird.
It's so bizarre. I don't even know why you know TJ. I mean, it's just the weirdest.
Because you want to know? You want to really get weird?
Web.
Because she's friends with Carrie Ash. He is friends with Carrie Ash, who I'm still friends with, who is the ex-wife of Sammy Ash.
Okay, Sammy Ash.
Since like this.
Because there was a Sam Ash in White Plains, and Carrie and Sammy ran it.
Yeah. So.
I knew. I bought my guitars there.
Well,
even though Russ wants to kill me, but I did. Because
we've been great friends with her, and she somehow.
I don't really even know what TJ does. He'll probably write you now because he's probably listening.
He's a luthier, right?
I know he's a fastidious restorer of. Fast. Yeah.
Guitar.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. The whole thing is bizarre that he.
Wait, so who's the bass player?
Well, that's what I was getting at. So we knew this guy that used to play with a great guitar player down there called Peachy. And, you know, we just would see him occasionally. And then he would always be in the audience when we were playing at Schooner Wharf Bar. I don't know if you've ever been there, but Wilson and I played there for years, you know, just me and him. And we used to see King in the audience. And he would always come over and, you know, give us a tip and ask for Hotel California. Because Russ always plays different. He never plays the same. Never. He's very creative. So we decided to get a place up here because we were thinking about moving, and for a lot of reasons. I can give you a few, but I was very, very sick, and I had to go in an ambulance to Miami twice.
Oh, God.
Said, you know what? I'm over this 4-hour drive in an ambulance.
That's a long time to listen
Highway
to that
It's
story.
not a place to get sick. It's not a place to get sick at all.
Yeah.
So between that and our kids are all up north, you know, in the Northeast. So, we're pulling out of this. We bought a mobile home, right, just to see if we liked it in this area, because I love the beach, you know.
Yep.
I see this guy with a ponytail and a baseball cap riding a bike, and I said to Russ, "That is King," and he goes, "No, it couldn't be King." I said, "I'm telling you, that's King." Turns out we had a mobile home in the same park.
Wow.
Wow.
How bizarre.
That's bizarre.
Yes. The one right there in Fort Myers Beach on the beach.
So he lives about a mile and a half from us. And we said one night we were playing at the Legion, American Legion. I don't care where I play. I'll play anywhere.
We know that we've been there.
I'll
We
play.
went to see the Elvises or
No,
something.
we saw Frank
My
Sinatra.
dog is nagging me. I'm sorry, my dog is nagging me. So anyway, we said, "You want to play?" And he said, "Yeah," and that was it. We started playing with him like 3, and then COVID hit, of course. And so we really didn't play for a whole year until now again. We're playing now.
Wow.
We just play twice a week. Just twice a week.
The last gig that I did, you know, full gear, real gig,
Was with Randy
big stage,
Jackson.
was with Randy Jackson.
Here in Fort Myers.
Yeah, here in Fort
kidding.
Myers. No, we did a festival for the Ford, Galloway Ford. They had this like outdoor festival, and so you know, I always say, you know, it's not funny, but it's true. If I'm not in a band, I don't feel right. Like when people say to me, you know, "Well, so you still playing?" Well, yeah, he's still breathing. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
I know.
So
Well, some people don't play anymore.
So I said to Randy, you know, I said we should really put a trio together with Larry, because my bass player here, you ever need a sub, man, call frickin' Larry. He's like the dude. And
Yeah, he's amazing. Steve actually, when he got together with Robin Zander from Cheap Trick, Robin wanted Steve's band, and Larry was in it.
Yeah, well,
And Robin wouldn't believe he was a doctor.
Yeah, because Larry's like the head of our emergency room, and he's the chief of staff at Lee Memorial. But he's a monster bass player. You would never know it. You would never.
That's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And I'll tell you the best part. This is the best part of having Larry.
And he's a Miami boy.
Robin calls us up. Well, he's a Chicago boy out of Miami. Right?
Gosh.
Robin calls me up and he says, "We're doing this thing at Ruth Eckerd Hall, and I'd like your guys to come up and play." And so I said, "Okay." And so I call Larry up and Mark, and we put this whole thing together, and we go up and we play this show with Xander. And Xander will not believe that Larry's a doctor, right? He said, "You're not a doctor. You're too good a musician to be a doctor." So on the way, you know, we were laughing about it on the way home. And all of a sudden you can see Mark was a guitar player. He's in the passenger seat, Larry's in the back seat, I'm driving. And we're on the bridge, you know, the span, the whatever that is, the Skyway.
Skyway, yeah.
And all of a sudden you see Mark jerks his head like this, and he's going, "Oh, oh, oh." And Larry goes, "What's the matter?" And he said, "I think I broke a tooth." And sure enough, one of his teeth split in half. And he's saying, "Oh man, this is good." And so Larry
said, "Do you have any painkillers?" And he said,
"Do you have
"No."
any painkillers?" And he says, "No, I don't." So Larry, now we're on 75 heading down. calls up Walgreens and says, "Hi, this is Dr. Hobbs," and gives him some number,
Yep.
gives him a number,
right.
and says, I need Vicodin or whatever. I'm
Yep,
not
one of
much
those all night,
and
24-hour
before we
drive-through.
came home after the gig, we stopped, went through the drive-through, picked up Mark's pain
At
meds.
like 3 in the morning, 2, 3 in
Yeah.
the morning.
Oh my God.
Funny
Yeah.
shit.
Wow, he's lucky. Had a doctor
Oh, yeah.
in the house. He had
Really?
a doctor in the
Oh, yeah.
house.
Yeah, Dr.
We're
in the
lucky.
band.
Anytime
That's,
anything happens, we call him Larry. That way we don't
I
have
know,
to...
that's
And the good thing, I've had other friends who were doctors, and they were like, you tell them something, they're like, what? But Larry's like,
Yeah, but he's not like one of these doctors
Yeah.
that wants to be a musician. He was a musician before he went to med school.
And I'll tell you an interesting story about Larry and doctors who play.
And he's a Jaco
He's
Pastorius.
the guy is a freaking monster musician. And if he's as good a doctor as he is a bass player, he can work on my shit anytime.
Do you remember Doc Rock? Wasn't that in Mayhem?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That
was a bunch of guys that were doctors, though, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
yeah. But,
Larry's not one of those.
No. Anyway, so where was I going with this?
I mean, Steve has played with John Entwistle.
No,
I'm telling you all the good bass players he's played with.
right, Jack Bruce.
So he knows some good bass
Cliff
players.
from AC/DC. I've played
Really?
with a couple of
Yeah.
Hall of Fame bass players.
Well,
Yeah.
you're a great drummer, so.
Thank you. But Larry, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm pimping out my bass player.
Yeah,
So I said to Randy, we should put a band together. Got to put a band together with Larry.
Why don't you? Why don't
We
you?
did. We
We
did.
did.
That was the last gig I played
And Randy
in
said,
2019.
let's call it Dr.
He
Hobbs.
says, let's call it Dr. Hobbs. It sounds really great. Right? Because that's who Larry is. He is Dr. Hobbs.
That's his last name.
Why don't you play once in a while? We'll come see you.
Well, we would. I mean, I
COVID
have
has
not
put a
broken
little-
the bubble yet in all these years.
Yes.
Tons
Yeah.
of places to play around here. There's so many. It's just as many as Key West. There's a lot. And there's even nights for
believe me, I know
There's a
about.
lot in Cape Coral.
Yeah, there's a lot of places down by you, and there's a lot of places across the river in the Cape. There's a ton of places.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of. There was a really nice place here in Fort Myers, but it's. I don't know if it's even there anymore.
Kevin's
Yeah.
place?
No, not. Oh, right. Have you played that? Have you been to
Tarantini's.
Tarantini's?
No, what's that?
That's my friend. I got a call from a friend of mine that I did some, I did some favors for him. That came to a couple of fundraisers that he
owns
had,
Gator
and
Lanes.
he owns a bowling alley called Gator Lanes, right
Yeah.
here in Fort Myers. And he says to me, "I'm gonna build a club onto
Cool.
the side of Gator." And I said,
Like the
"Okay."
Briar Patch.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't even think
I didn't
about
think
that.
that either because...
Holy shit! I would have started twitching if I
Well,
had put
because
that
it's a
together.
lot more upscale than the Briar Patch.
The Briar Patch is rough sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was rough.
shit.
Well, anyway, so
That's funny.
I said, well, let me help you, because if you don't do it right, nobody's going to want to play there. And if you do it right, everybody's going to want to play there. It's a perfect size place, like a listening room, high ceiling, good sound. And so if you ever want to play there,
Yeah, they're still
Well,
open. I'm on their
Where
page.
is it? I don't even know where it is.
it's right on
41.
40. That's Larry.
I know.
What are
He's
you
got
looking
Joe's
at?
picture because
Oh,
he played there with
I saw that.
Xander.
I played there with Xander. It's that nice. I mean, it's a good place. It's
Yeah.
but it's my go-to place. I said all I ask in return, and I did a lot of stuff with him. Showed him how to run his cables. It's just because I had a venue. If you remember, do you remember World Stage?
No. Oh, World Stage with you?
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't that Ed Roman?
No. It
Which
was
one was that? Didn't Ed Roman have a stage like something in
He
East
did,
Coast?
but that was in Danbury. World Stage was a movie theater that we converted into a concert venue and kind of nightclub.
Where was that?
It was in Suffern.
Oh, that's Long Island, right?
No, across the river.
It's Nanuet,
Yeah,
Nyack.
Nanuet,
right.
Spring Valley, kind of where.
Oh, right.
And that was a.
But he had like partners.
Yeah,
and
it's like-
then-
Not like Nyack, though, was it?
it was I love Nyack.
No, more Spring Valley than Nyack.
Yeah.
More,
We did a gig in Nyack once.
I love
I can't
Nyack.
remember the name of the place, though. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, it's a great place. But anyway, I love Nyack too. I used to
Yeah,
teach at the drum center over there.
Mm-hmm.
What is there?
there was a drum center. There was a Long Island Drum Center in Nyack
Oh
on
yeah,
Main
I
Street.
don't remember that.
Yeah.
don't
Well,
remember.
you're not much of a drummer these days. So.
No, I'm not a drummer.
So I can't. I think it's really cool that I mean, not to press the point, but I think it's really cool that all you skirts are in touch with each other.
You skirts.
Well, just Anne and Lynn. And
What was the
I don't
other
really
skirt?
talk to Lynn that much, but she's on my Facebook page, so I always see her cats and stuff.
Ah.
What was the other skirt?
There were many through the years.
Okay.
Many.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't
Anne quit a
remember.
couple of times, and then we got another Anne. And then we had a Nancy. we had many.
Well, I remember Annie. I remember you, and of course Lynn.
Yeah. Well, Lynn, Lynn was getting sick of coming up. I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, it just got to be too much. And then this other two other girls came, and it was just a lot of trouble. Can you imagine having 5 girls together? Come on, it was a lot of trouble.
Oh, I mean, if you want to talk
No.
about that, no.
Yeah,
I
it was
cannot
trouble all the
imagine
time.
that.
I'd hate to bring up half the stuff, but
No.
honestly, we were all singers except for Anne. So everybody was always writing songs, and whatever song you wrote, you sang. So that's what we did.
Well, that was cool.
Well, what kind of
Yeah.
music do you do with
Russ, we
Key
just do
West Express?
Key West Express. We do classic rock, some blues, some country, And I told them I want to start doing some of the originals, but you got to remember, I've been writing songs since I'm a kid, so a lot of them are really stupid now for me to sing, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they're just stupid.
Whoa! If Rick Springfield can still sing Jesse's Girl,
Yeah, right, but
come on.
a lot different than me.
Okay.
So I just feel like I maybe will just do the blues ones because I wrote some blues and I like them a lot. So I thought, even though they're 20 years old, that's okay. Nobody else is going to know that. So I told the guys I want to start working on those. I'm over doing all covers. So we're going to go back to that. Yeah.
All right.
Very much.
Yeah, I tell you what,
We'll go back to that. We just got to go over them, because when you wait a long time, you literally don't remember them, even though you wrote them.
Yeah, I know that, and well, the cool thing for me is I'm taking all the best stuff, in my opinion, the best stuff that I wrote over all the years, things that I did outside of everything else, and I actually am signing a deal and
Good for you.
a record. Yeah, it's good. Thank you. It's very good because it's a whole. It's like today I'm doing. Well, I made a 2-album deal for John Entwistle Rarities. I have a bunch of stuff we were writing.
That's great.
Well,
Yeah.
Pete Townsend had asked us if we through Bobby Pridden if we would write some songs for a new Who album back in 2001, and we said we would, and we did, and then
Then John died in
he wound up
2002.
dying, so they said, "Oh well, we're not going to use these." But
So are you
you
still
still have
singing?
Yeah.
Are you singing now, Steve?
oh yeah,
Because
Yeah.
you sing high, considering how low you talk.
well,
I know.
yeah.
I sing just
Weird.
like this. I don't sing up here.
Well, did you
I can do Johnny Cash. You know what I mean?
did you hear the Torque? Have you heard the Torque album that Mark and I did? Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'll send you.
It's this.
Wow.
That's the only thing I have.
Oh, wow, that's old.
Wow.
Because don't forget, I was opening for Rat Race Choir all the time. So of course, I
Man,
had
yeah.
5. And I also have my other buddy.
Richie. We have his album. We have one of his albums in the car.
I still have your 45s. I almost said CD. Can you imagine?
Oh, well, I'll have to send you the Torque album.
45. Yeah, I'll have to send you the Torque album. You'll like that. It's when it was interesting how it happened. I kind of reconnected with Mark. I'm gonna think it was. Was I done with Abbey Road or?
Mark is so
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah, you were done with Abbey Road because John was going to go do another Who tour. So
Okay, right. So it's the end of 2001. I had just finished a tour with it's called A Walk Down Abbey Road. It was Alan Parsons and Ann Wilson and me and Entwistle and Don Rudengren and David Pack from Ambrose. It was great. And I'll send you some stuff.
They did like 3 of everybody's songs.
So we did, we did 3 of everybody's songs.
You don't have to send it. We live 10 minutes from each other.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe 15.
That's true, depending on 41. Yeah. So anyway, that tour ended when was it?
In 2000, well, let's see, 2001.
Well, I don't know. I know the last
Kings for the 9/11.
No, the last one shows that we did were in Japan. Anyway, it doesn't much matter.
Okay.
I knew that I was going to have '02 off, so John and I were business partners. We had a business together, and I was going to have '02 off just to do stuff for me and him because I wasn't playing with any. He was going to go out with The Who, and we had filmed this documentary footage about what it's like to, get ready to go back out with your old, like the old soldier dusting off his guns and getting the uniform, and that's a whole nother story. God, and well, I don't know. It's there's everything is so weirdly tied together, like 2 degrees of separation.
Okay, the last day you played was in Japan on November 14th, 2001, in Nagoya.
In what?
Nagano. Nagano.
What was that like?
Japan? It was like being on another planet. That's the first place I ever had sushi too. Was there, and that's where sushi.
Wow. Yeah.
Right, but
I love sushi.
It was man. Yeah, it was, and to be there with Todd, who's like a major, Japan guy. And they love Entwistle there, and they love Hart.
Oh God,
right?
Yeah, they must.
And Alan, I mean, so it was nuts. We would get on the bullet train in Tokyo, right, and we'd go all the way to wherever the hell we were going. I can't even remember, Fukuoka, and the fans that were waving goodbye to us in Tokyo were there before us. How did that happen? Yeah. It was nuts, man. What a great time. So the promoter always takes you out for, a traditional meal, and I had never had, I'm not a fish person anyway. I haven't been a fish person anyway.
Well, shellfish.
Yeah, shellfish. I like lobster and, the
shrimp.
kind of,
I like everything.
Not really fit. Yeah. So promoter takes us out, and we go to this place. You got to take your shoes off, and it's all tight, and so it's all that, the little table.
Right, and they said you have to eat it or you insult him.
Yeah, you insult the guy if you do, and they bring out the shit looks like it did when it was still alive. It's like smiling at you, like, go ahead. I'm all
eyeballs and everything.
Oh God, yeah, and Todd's taking the chopstick and making his mouth go. It's like, oh, you're kidding me. You have to eat this now? But anyway, Japan was amazing. It really was. That was a very, very.
You're very lucky.
It was fun. Yeah.
You're lucky and talented, so you deserve it.
Well, thank you. You know what? We all worked very hard.
Oh, worked so hard. Worked my ass off. And 23 years in Key West, 8 days a week it was rough.
Yeah, but think about it, man. To me, and I don't want to get too far off the point, but if you can survive playing your music for decades, what kind of a gift is that?
Exactly.
Because look at the other jobs that are available in Key West.
That's right. Waitress.
Yep.
So,
Key West was real good to us, and my art business was great there. It's not.
Tell about the art.
Yes, tell us about the art.
I paint pelicans, man. I paint herons. I paint Florida.
Do they get upset when you put the paint on their wings?
Oh, stop. No one, do not paint any animals.
Exactly.
Do you have an example that we can show to people?
Is there something?
Yeah.
This
is what I'm bringing to my gallery tomorrow. I can show you that.
You have a gallery?
Ooh.
It's not my gallery. It's like a co-op. They take 25%. Have to work for free. But
yep. That's great.
25%. That's a good. That's not a bad deal.
That's the kind of thing I do. You know.
That looks like
I just happen to have it next to me because I'm going to work tomorrow in the morning. But that's like the pier.
Oh wow! Right.
Is it in Fort Myers Beach?
Yeah, that's the pier.
Oh, check you
out. No,
I know
gallery.
that. I know that place. I know where that is.
I know.
That's the kind of stuff I do.
That's by
cool.
Times Square.
Yeah,
Times
right.
Square.
That's right.
The clock doesn't
I do
work.
Times Square. You know, more than anything, I do birds. I love birds. Huh?
Did they fix the clock in Times Square?
The clock? I did the clock twice.
Yeah, but they fixed it. I want to know.
I did the clock 3 times.
The clock was broken. The last thing I heard was it was broken.
That was the big news.
Well, I belong to an art association on the beach, so we go out there and we paint together.
Ah.
It's very nice. Yeah, it's very nice.
Well, I'll have to share,
We used to go to Times Square, and we'd coming home from the beach because we would go take our dog to Sanibel all the way down almost to Captiva because you could just let him off the leash because there was nobody on the beach. And he
want to know?
And
I want you to... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And we would stop off in Times Square and sit outside, and they have really good Philly cheesesteaks at Citrola's.
Is Citrola's still there?
Oh, is that right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's there.
And we saw a skateboarding goat.
Yeah. It's true. Skateboarding goat.
It's the same as Key West. I swear to God, it's the same town. And now Margaritaville's going in, so it's going to be
really. But that's got to be great for you, man. I mean, you'll be gigging like crazy.
We may, because we worked at Margaritaville in Key West, the original, for 20 years.
Well, I got a question. When you were in Key West and you met TJ, did it ever come up about you knowing Steve from Rat Race Choir and him knowing? Because he was a huge Rat Race Choir fan.
Yeah,
I had no idea he even knew anything about New York or where we lived or anything. No.
Yeah, he was from Long Island and used to go see them at Speaks.
Well, I could hear that he sounded like me. You know,
sounded like one of us.
Yeah, us is right. But I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm just stupid. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, he didn't either.
No,
that's what makes this so much fun, man, Laura. Exactly. I mean, let me tell you what. Because first of all, we've been sitting here bullshitting for 40 minutes. I don't know what we talked about or what we haven't talked about. But you don't get to do this. I mean, when doing this show for the past couple of years, I've been doing it for 2 years.
Yep.
I've reconnected with so many people, and
that's how I got his record deal.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I got my record deal.
It's a great concept. It really is.
Well, it's fun. It's fun, and I really enjoy it, and I enjoy everybody.
We don't want the stars that are,
Yeah, we want the idea of the whole thing. I've taken a couple of friends to shows, and this and that. There's some of the bigger stuff that I've done, and they sit in the dressing room and they listen to us talk, just like you and I talk, and we're talking shop, or we're talking road cases, or tour buses, or airplanes, or whatever it is. Yep. And my friend said to me, "This is amazing. You don't even realize what you're talking about." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, you're talking this whole language about this whole life that I know nothing about." He said, "It's just amazing to listen to it." Aww. And I thought that was what gave me the idea to do the show, so that I could just talk to my friends about the stuff that we talk about, and then people would get to, understand. It's because it's more than. Yeah, it's
awesome, and I love that your head is in that hole.
He's on a spaceship.
I freaking love it.
And
it's
our
like
dog
my halo.
is swimming around.
It's great. I love it.
Oh yeah,
our dog swimming.
Yeah, I don't know what you. I don't know what. Here, let me see. I can change the view.
There.
I love it. No, I love the view.
Yeah, there you go. No, but I mean, I can change it so whoever talks gets the big thing. All right, so I can't believe that, man.
I know, this flew by.
So Angus sent you the questions. Now, let me tell you this. I haven't seen you in 40 years, but I've never seen Angus. I've never met Angus in person, or TJ, or any... What's your name again? No.
How did Angus end up doing the show?
Because
Russ met Laura at Bobby's, and because he was calling me up to do this concert that he wanted to put all the
He
Long
lives
Island
in
musicians
Florida, too.
together.
Oh, okay. I
could
could tell he sounds like us, Steve.
Oh yeah, he sounds like us.
But he's
right?
from
Where are
New
you
Jersey.
from? Are you from
I'm
Long
from
Island?
White Plains, no, from New York,
Oh,
from
okay.
Westchester.
Yeah.
So I have the posh New York accent. So anyway, so Angus is calling up. Yeah, Steve, you want to do my show? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do your show. I'm happy
He wanted
to do
to
your show.
put
And he wanted to put
concert together.
He
This
wanted
was
to put a
before
concert
COVID.
at Ruth Eckerd Hall, which is a gorgeous place, about 3,500 people, and I've played there a few times.
And he
played
wanted
there
to
with
do
Xander.
all musicians
And he wanted
from
to
New
do
York.
all guys from New York,
Yeah.
and then they would play all the stuff from the bands that they played with, and so on and so
Yeah,
forth.
and he had Randy Jackson
And
committed, and
Yeah, Randy was going to do it, and a bunch of guys were going to do it. And how did he get involved in the show?
I think
Because he knew all the people to call.
to call. Yeah,
Yeah, I said.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he became the showrunner because he calls. It's
Because-
Angus. You talk to him.
Yeah,
He's easy peasy.
yeah.
So and he's a great bass player. He was in a band called Full House, and
Oh, I know that name.
I figured you might, right?
They were
'Cause-
really good.
Was that
They-
a Long Island band?
Yeah,
Yeah, and they played
I think I saw them. I might have.
Tuxedo. They played up at
Tuxedo
Tuxedo.
Burnout. I don't remember. I kind of remember.
he was the bass player,
They were great. I mean,
and he was in a band called Major Baby.
yeah, Major Baby, but I think the other band that
The
really
Full
made
House
the noise
was-
was Full
yeah.
House. But anyway, listen, here's what we're going to
Anyway,
do.
your art,
Here's what
beautiful. So
Yes.
if people
Thank
want
you.
to pick that up, they go to what gallery?
Yeah, what gallery do they go to?
Well, I mean, I have, of course, a Facebook page called
Okay.
KWFLA Arts, which is Key
KWFLA.
West Florida Art, because a lot of it is buildings from Key West and historic buildings, and I like doing buildings. I don't know why, there's something wrong with me.
Okay,
And
so
but more than that, I like arts. But
wait, let me get
But,
this right. KWFLA Art on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yep. And
Okay.
I also have, a laurieluongo.sld.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I've been doing
Alright.
it.
Art. It's
No, I
'cause
draw
I've
since
been-
I'm a little kid, So Russ bought me paint about 25 years ago, and I said, all right, I'll fool around with it. I've taken some classes, but
Steve's doing art too,
I've
right?
been doing it as long as I've been playing music. Have you seen my stuff? It's a little different than
I
yours.
did. I looked it up when we started communicating. I wanted to see, and it's cool. I think is it like alcohol ink or something?
No,
like that?
it's ink and acrylic on canvas. It's a
It doesn't look like canvas. It looks like that. What do you call it? Yuppo or Yupo?
oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's like a shiny. There's a girl at the artist.
Wait a minute. Now I can't believe.
And it literally, you should check it out because it kind of like it looks like it kind of like spreads like that.
Gesso.
No,
Gesso.
gesso. The paper is called YUPO.
Oh
Oh, we don't know about that.
no, this is
Very
just. I
interesting.
just have it.
And the Art Association is awesome. You should check it out sometime.
Oh, he was in the
I will.
Naples Art.
I'm a member of
Association.
the Naples Art
The Von
Association.
Liebe.
Oh, well, the Fort Myers Beach one is really cool, and there's a lot of classes. So I take.
I'll
classes.
come down and I can dig that.
Yeah.
And I love it. I mean,
Check that out. YUPO. Is the name of it.
YUPO.
I just wrote it down.
Yeah, she
And
yeah,
that's
she wrote
a
it down.
paper?
And I'll tell you. And now I've been doing my art for as long as I've been playing music. I
It's
mean,
beautiful.
thank you, but it hasn't always
It's
been like that.
psychedelic.
Over years,
Swirls.
over years, it got to that became my style. So I never showed it to anybody. That wasn't the reason I did it. No, I don't even know if anybody even knew I did it. So a friend of mine sees it, and he says, "What the hell? What is that?" I said, "It's my art." And he said, "Well, have you shown that to anybody?" I said, "Well, yeah, like my mother has seen it, He said,
My mother.
no, he said, well, you got to do art in the park, and you got to join the Naples Art Association, and you got to do this and that and the other thing. So for a year and a half, I was like actually making money from my art. It was the craziest.
We did the festival thing with the tent.
It was nuts,
Naples
man.
and Fifth Avenue.
And I'm not talking about $50 a canvas. Some guy. Do you know Fort Myers at all? Do you know our town at all? downtown?
A little bit. I'd gone to the art shows there on the Friday walk.
Okay, so art walk, yeah.
art
All
walk,
right.
yeah.
Well, the guy who talks me into doing this whole art thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Says to me, I'm going to get you a window down on First Avenue. Well, let's put some of your stuff in there and we'll put a sign and just see what happens. And some guy comes along and buys the entire window.
Yep.
Wow.
It was
And
just
this is thousands
for
of dollars
thousands and
each.
thousands of dollars. I mean,
You frame them and you
well,
do.
they're gallery wrapped. They're gallery wrapped.
Okay, I love gallery wrap. So
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
I could grab a
So
small
and it was nuts. It was just and so I felt bad. I felt like I should suffer or somehow because you don't just get to go out and
That's wonderful.
and
You're
so I
very
did the
lucky.
shows.
Well, you're not lucky because it's talent.
Well, thank you.
It's the same thing with music. It's talent.
It was I tell you the funniest thing is because my stuff you really the way I use the clear acrylic, that's what gives it the depth, and it's hard to see it in a picture. You see it in
Was
person.
that alcohol ink? Is it like
No,
a
it's not.
dropper? Like no.
No.
I'm not sure.
No,
what that is.
I'll share my secret with you in a private forum because it really is. It's a secret. I mean, it really is. It took me years. I started doing it this style. I started developing this three-dimensional style in like late '80s, and I've been working it for years and years and years, and and I just love it. And then all of a sudden, boom. You should show it. And so I said, well, okay, because I figured you move to Florida, if you're me and you move to Florida, they give you a Cadillac and a cigar and you retire to the beach.
You retire. You have a nice sports car.
Not even close. Not even. I
Oh,
don't.
thank you,
Sports
Dad.
cars. No, we did the night. We both did the sports car. That was one of the first things we did.
Convertible, of course, in Florida.
She had the convertible. She had a
Okay.
Porsche with a convertible top.
Nice. When did you guys move? I don't even know.
17 years ago. We've been here
Okay.
17 years.
Okay.
And we bought those right before we bought the sports cars right before we bought this house, which we've been in for 13 years. It'll be 14 years Christmas. So because we still lived at the country club, we were renting. The bubble hadn't burst yet.
Yeah.
It was 08, 07 or something like that. And,
Yeah, we bought this on New Year's Eve of 08.
oh,
Here's
gross.
a piece.
Mom, don't embarrass me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's beautiful. No, I looked you up already.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's kind of it's cool.
I have no idea how you do that.
Well, I'm going to show you because it's really, like I said, it really is.
Wow, that's
It's-
amazing.
It's nuts. Yeah.
And then
So it's not acrylic out of a tube.
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
acrylic
Yeah.
out of a tube, and then the clear acrylic is out of a it's like a tub of it, and I have to dilute it and make it do what it does.
So you came up with this.
Yeah. It was he was going to call it hybrid
I was going to
art.
call it hybrid art because it's like some old school stuff and some new
Interesting.
school stuff. But and I'll share it with you. Believe me, I'm not.
Wow.
I'm not an abstract person. I'm trying to become one. I'm going
Really?
to take a class. Yeah, I'm going to take a class. I want to do something different. I'm tired of it. Takes me forever to do my paintings.
Well, you know what? When we do it, when we sit down and we have art day, which we'll have.
We should really get together, honestly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's just we really have not been
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
anybody
we haven't.
in 2
We
years.
haven't seen anybody in
Because
person.
of COVID or just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because of COVID.
Because I mean, look, I'm staring down 70, and not that I give a shit. I'm in great shape. I'm
Well, you have to
healthy.
be careful. You do.
But,
we're double boosted.
Yeah, we're
Color
double.
Ray. It didn't matter. I still fucking got it in jail.
Well, see, we won't because we don't go
Yeah,
around
I just
anybody.
can't. I can't, man.
I got it, but it wasn't bad. It was nothing. It was like,
All right, well,
I knew I had it.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I promise you, we'll get there. But
All
and
right,
I'll
it's
show you
over. It's over. It was
I,
a long time ago.
when I show you what my path is to how I start this thing. If you do decide to go abstract, it'll make all the sense in the world to you.
I'm working on it. I bought a couple of, videos and things from my friends from the Art Association that told me what to do to try and, because I want to try and free myself of the rigid thing I do.
I think what
Okay,
you
well
do is really
here's what
nice,
here's
though.
what you do. This is very simple. I'll give this is very simple, and the reason my stuff looks the way it looks is because of my stroke, and my stroke is very rhythmic. It's like drums. So I'm painting music. I'm actually painting music, and whatever I'm doing to go with it, that's what the rhythm is, and I'm
And do
pulling
you
this
put
out.
music on? Is the question.
No, no, I do it. No, no, I don't. Because it's I'm so. No, I never even thought about that until just now. No, it's complete silence, and I'm just in it, and I don't know where I'm going. It's a whole different mindset than realism, or because it's almost like tripping because you let it take you where you're going to go, and it's. Anyway, that's it's like I said, I'll qualify.
No, I'm ready to do something different. I already signed up for a class, so.
Well,
I'm
we
just-
like what you've done
Yeah,
already.
we
though.
like what you've done. All right, so listen,
I'm
here's
just
a word.
very
Okay.
rigid.
Well, yeah, because realism would be if you're
You know, I'm just going to show you really fast before we, because these would never sell anywhere. Even though I had a show, they would never sell. But I just want to show you. I can't turn this around, can I? I can't
can.
turn this
Yeah.
You
around.
can turn the camera around.
Well, that's what I'm doing. But
Oh
see,
wow,
my,
look,
my
that's-
rock girls. Do you see my rock girls?
Oh,
Oh,
yes, and
yeah.
she's one of my favorites.
Bonnie
She's
Raitt.
one of my favorites.
Oh man, I love
You see all
her.
my
You
rock
did
girls?
that?
Yes,
I did it.
Stevie.
Wow.
Wow, that's
very
really
talented.
good,
Thank
man.
you.
Wow, that's funny. Do you see
See,
this?
I did all of these girls.
Well, come on now. You could
And this
sell
is
it.
my favorite girl in the whole world.
Oh yeah, I love her, man.
Yeah,
Chrissy.
Chrissy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Middle
really
of the
what I
road, one of my
But
favorites.
they are gonna stay on my wall forever. But this one won a prize.
You should sell those because Leoma Lovegrove
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how she made her career off of
Yep,
drawing
she
the
sure did.
Beatles
So yeah,
out in Matlash.
And you know what? If I could switch over, which I won't do because
I
we're
mean, look
running
at the
over.
birds. I mean, wow.
But I'll take you down the hallway next time we do the walking tour and show you. I have all Entwistle's art up and down.
Oh, awesome!
Oh, yeah,
What did
because
you
I
do?
don't-
I don't even know.
He did
Caricatures.
pen and ink caricatures, like he
Of
did.
rock stars.
He did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
yeah.
rock stars.
Because I love doing that. I hate doing people, but if you ask me to do a rock star, I'll do it.
Yeah, but he did. I don't know.
Yours
I'm
are-
stretching to see if I can
Yeah,
find
yours are
something.
more realistic than his were.
Yeah, his are. Well, let me see.
Oh, people
that's
are saying
my
amazing, fabulous paintings.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell some paintings
Yeah,
for you,
we're gonna sell
Laura.
some stuff, man. Where is this? Come on.
Believe me, I'm sure nobody's watching me. They're like, "Who the hell's Laura Black?"
Okay, here you go.
You
Got
know
it.
what?
Got it.
You're on this show. You would not be here.
This was a color test, but that's Charlie Watts.
Oh, that's awesome.
But wait,
I
have
love
better-
that.
I have better ones. These are come on, Steve. You could do. Oh, okay. Here you go. Daltrey.
Oh, awesome! I love it.
Right, now that was, he did Keith Moon from the 60s, himself from the 70s, Daltrey from the 80s, and Pete from the 90s. But he also did, and this is the last thing, I got to try to find one that has no, I can't even.
Okay, Russ just wrote
Uh,
I am. I don't know what that means.
I am what?
I don't know. Was
I
he
am
replying
free.
to
I am the
something?
one. Anyway, it
I don't
doesn't
know.
matter. We'll have to.
Maybe he's like, I am ready for dinner. Get off the show.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, look.
Well,
Here's what I'm going
commercial
to do.
then question.
Yeah. So I'm going to play.
I just want you to laugh because I said to Russ, "Oh my God, I haven't talked to Steve in 40 years. We're probably gonna have nothing to say." He goes, "You nothing to say?"
To me, nothing to
To
say.
Steve, nothing to say.
We didn't even get to saying any of the stuff. We didn't even really get to saying any of the stuff. All right, so listen, I'm going to play this commercial. I'll meet you back here in about 45 seconds, and I will ask you the life-altering questions,
Okay.
which will define your career for the next 10 or 15
And I know what
minutes.
the I am is. He
What is the
says
I am?
watching. So
Oh, okay.
he's letting you know he is watching.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
It's upstairs. Upstairs.
Well, he's watching you.
Okay, watch out.
Okay,
All right,
Kitty Tiger says, great show tonight. Would love to
Well,
see
we're not
Laura
done yet. We're
on
not-
Friday.
Oh, yes. Well,
Aw.
I'll tell her about Free for All Friday when we come back.
Okay.
She can come in with Russ.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
once we have it, all right, all right, so look, here comes the commercial. I'll meet
Okay.
you back here. Most of you know I live in Southwest Florida now. And one of my favorite places to grab a bite to eat is Jason's Deli. Scott and Diana Willis have been in business here for over 20 years. The truth is, Jason's Deli has bigger choices of better food. You can eat healthy and enjoy the taste of quality ingredients. They're open 7 days a week for dine-in, pick-up, or deli delivery. With 4 convenient locations from Naples to Cape Coral, Florida, they are a must-try. Jason's Deli, where all good things come from wholesome ingredients. And Bradley's Jewelers in South Fort Myers. Diamonds, bridal, you name it. Estate, custom design, and expert repair. Bradley's Jewelers, South Fort Myers. They specialize in amazing moments. I double-checked my own part.
Yes.
Anyway.
I never went to Jason's Deli. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, that's good.
We just went to...
We went there a couple nights ago.
People say, every time you play that commercial, I get, like, hungry for a deli sandwich. And... what was it? Last night or the night before?
Night before.
It's like, what do you want to do for dinner? I don't want the. Let's go to Jason's.
Yeah, we love they
It's
have
great.
something
Hey,
like
I got to keep my girlish figure.
So then you just eat half the sandwich.
split it with Russ.
Believe me, I'm sure you know. Yeah.
All right, so
All right, so here, no, there's no cheating. Glasses, no glasses.
I need glasses. I can't see anything. I've been,
Can't
He's
answer the
gonna
question.
ask you the
I've been
question.
suffering for a half hour.
I'm going to ask.
An hour. I'm
He's gonna-
suffering.
He's gonna
I
read.
just
I'm
didn't
gonna
want
read
to
you-
put them on, but I will.
Put him on.
No, they're actually
on, yeah.
cool. They're very nice.
They are.
They're very, very nice. Okay. And I decided over time, when I decided to do this show, I wanted to have those like at the actor studio questions, except it's not what's your favorite curse word and all that.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So the first one, no matter what, you've played at least from New York to Florida, you have been on the road,
Yes.
right?
Actually,
Right.
we played in Sedona, Arizona.
Oh, I have shirts
for
in the
years,
shop.
because we owned a house with Russ's sister and brother-in-law.
Oh wow.
Oh.
So we sold it since, but we used to play at a couple of places.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well,
yeah, we
yeah.
have his shirts.
Yeah, my
at
shirts
a
are
place
at a
in
place
Sedona.
in Sedona.
Let me tell you, it's the most beautiful place. So
Okay,
anyway,
great place.
this restaurant is called Enchantment.
Oh.
And
Oh, this is
actually-
okay. So this is the favorite restaurant on the road, Enchantment.
Yeah. Isn't that what you were going to ask me?
That's what I
Yeah.
was going to ask.
That's why I put my glasses on. All right, I'll put them down.
And it's in
No,
Sedona.
no,
I did not
no.
know what it was.
Steve has to ask you the question.
No, what are you
I'm
going
sorry, Steve. Ask the question, Steve. Ask the question.
So, what's your favorite restaurant?
Well, my favorite restaurant is in Sedona, Arizona. And it's called Enchantment.
Oh.
Resort, but it's a resort. It's a resort, but it's surrounded by red rocks, and it's so freaking beautiful
Nice.
and delicious.
Surrounded by the actual Red Rocks or Red
Yes.
Rocks?
No, red.
No,
venue?
many a red rock. But Sedona is all red
Colorado,
rocks.
Stevie.
It's
I
beautiful.
told you that.
You'd have to
Red-
look it up. If
Yes,
you look
it's
it
right-
up, just look up Enchantment, and you'll see all the red rocks. It's just beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the
Cool.
venue is in Colorado. It's told just by Colorado
Okay.
Springs.
Right. That's right.
I
That's
get
right.
kind of
It's not the
blurry.
red rock.
We were playing a show in Colorado outside, and we did a sound check, and this guy comes up to Entwistle and he says, "You guys are pretty loud." John said, "Yeah." And he said, "We have noise statutes around here. This is Colorado. We have noise statutes." And John goes, "Oh, really?" And the guy opens up his coat and shows him a badge and says, "Yeah, I'll give you a fine. You get a fine."
Uh-oh.
And John said, "Really? How much is the fine?" The guy says, $1,000. John goes, "I'll take 2." Anyway,
So
I
you play
digress.
loud, huh? That's
Oh
funny.
God, loud! We did Rockin' the Hills, and Yes's sound man was out with our sound man, and he said these guys are too loud for outside.
I thought that was Metallica's soundman that said that.
Right, but he was working for Yes. That's how, because Metallica wasn't playing that show. It was Metallica's front of house guy was working
Love
for Yes.
Metallica.
Who was that? Huh?
Yeah, they were too loud.
Yeah, we were too loud for outside. Anyway, so the
Ooh,
set.
I see Enchantment. That's beautiful.
She's already looking.
Isn't it gorgeous, Laurie?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I see the
That's
red
nice.
rocks. Yeah, that's
Look at
awesome.
that. That's really nice.
It's so beautiful, yeah.
How cool
And the
is
food's
that?
great
Yeah.
too, and it's kind of on the earthy side. I have vegetarian friends that are always with us, and they always find things to eat, and it's a good place.
Very nice.
That's great. So we'll have to
Yes.
tell Randy about
Look
that.
at the view outside
Wow.
the window.
Isn't
Yeah.
it lovely?
Yeah, that's cool.
It's so beautiful. Yeah.
All right. I
All right,
see
so
why
the first
that's your
question, look
favorite.
at that. I mean, that was like a
Yeah,
big success.
good one. Okay.
Okay. Over the years, played with many different situations. Set list comes out. Favorite song to play live. I love playing this live. Can't wait to play it again. Favorite song.
I have many, but one of my favorites is this woman called Sippy Wallace. And she did this song. She's an old black lady. And she did it with Bonnie Raitt a couple of times. And it's called Woman Be Wise. Keep your
Woman Be
mouth
Wise.
shut. Yeah. Keep your mouth shut. Don't advertise your man.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a great song. It's great.
Wow.
Look it up with Bonnie
I
Raitt.
will. I absolutely will because I don't know it, but I will.
Woman
I'll look up because I mean I'm a
I
big
love
Bonnie.
singing it. I love because people are like laughing because it's about women who try to steal your man. So women be wise. Keep your mouth shut. I love it.
Cool.
I love it.
Yeah, I can hear Bonnie all over that.
Oh, fabulous.
I was at the NAMM show when Fender gave her signature guitar. Have you ever seen that thing? It's like blue sunburst. She doesn't
I
play it
don't know
very
if
much
that's
because
But she's a great player, man. She's
no, she
great.
just plays that other Strat and plays the hell out. All right. Anyway, here we go.
I know. We keep going. I know.
Okay, here the set list comes out. I don't want to play this song again. Least favorite song to play live.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna be mad at me. Brown Eyed Girl.
Oh, 22. You're the
22.
22nd
Fucking
person.
song. I hate that fucking song.
22.
I have played that song
No.
in a night, sometimes 6 times, 6 fucking times in a night. I don't even want to talk about it. And
That's
it
just-
said I could say fuck, so I said it.
Oh yeah.
That
I was
more
being very
people
good.
said that song
That's
than
the
any
most.
other.
That's the most picked song. So
Yes.
This
you're
is where how I feel, Steve.
second person.
I hear
Tell me
you.
now. I mean, it's a great song. I just don't want to. So you know what Russ does?
That's the point. That's the point.
Russ says to people, when you stop and everybody's supposed to say la la la, he says, "Only the circumcised." we goof on it the whole
Oh,
time.
that's
yeah.
Only the
funny.
virgins.
Wow.
Why?
We're up to
We
22.
say the same thing all the time.
Wow. Yeah, up to 22. You know,
Yeah.
you remember Louis Ubriaco? I'm sure,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, Louis and I had a band with Al. Did you remember Al Renino, the bass player?
That doesn't sound familiar.
No. Well, anyway, Louis and I put a band together with Al called Mighty Joe Young Power Trio.
Oh, I know that band. I saw
Yeah.
you.
You played at the Briar Patch.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I
So
saw
that's
it.
that's
I
85. That's 85. There goes the 40-year thing. That was 85. Anyway, why was I telling you about Mighty Joe Young?
I don't
God
know.
knows there was a reason, but I can't
We're
remember.
talking about Brown Eyed Girl.
Brown-eyed girl. Oh shit, I have no idea.
I don't know
Well, I
either.
just love.
I know because we're old.
No, we're not. We're old. When did that happen?
No,
It
I don't know
happened.
how it happened.
It didn't happen. Don't kid yourself.
You look marvelous, darling.
You do.
You
When
may not
that's,
feel marvelous, but you look marvelous.
No, I got to tell you what I do. I feel marvelous.
Oh, you do?
Oh
I
yeah.
do sometimes, especially when I drink. Then I feel good.
Okay, well that's
All
okay.
right.
That's all right.
If I have
okay.
wine, I feel good. All right.
Well,
So,
so far so good. Okay, so we got the least favorite, most favorite. Okay. Well, I don't know why I was asking you about Louis, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Anyway,
I don't remember. We were talking about Brown Eyed Girl.
I
Yeah,
know.
bionic girls. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Why I would?
I
do
don't
it.
know either.
Well, the next question was: all right, do you consider yourself, if somebody asked you what your musical skill was, would you call yourself a vocalist or a guitarist, or how would you frame yourself up?
I
It's not on the
am.
list.
I
It's
am
not.
a singer, songwriter, entertainer.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you could absolutely crush any other instrument but singing or playing guitar, because I know you play.
Oh, I play. I play every day.
Yeah, okay,
I have
but
to.
you could crush, absolutely crush, orchestra, chimes, timpani, any
Another
flute,
instrument.
and other instrument. What would it
Piano. I honky tonk piano. I want to be a honky tonk piano
be?
player, but
Oh,
I love
I
honky tonk.
took lessons for 2 years. I'm still suck.
Nicky Hopkins, babe.
Yeah, so I stopped. But I still have my dad's piano, but I'm not a piano player. Just
Yeah,
not.
it's tough, man. I mean, that's a whole special.
It is.
Yeah, that's a whole.
It is.
And did you ever think about this? Think about left-handed guys. They don't make a left-handed piano. Just you
Sure.
know,
I never thought about that.
food for thought.
Yeah.
Okay, and next, the big one. This is the big one. And I love you, darling. It's been great to see you.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to talking to Annie. I see her,
Did
doing
she
her
set
real-
up with you? She set
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
What day?
We don't know. Angus
I
lets
think
us
it's
know
gonna
on
be-
Stupid
Monday.
day, and I said I can't do that day.
I think, well, no, because now, all right, so
We don't know the
Working
schedule.
I'll
though.
find-
Thursday nights I work.
I'll find it for whatever night it is. We'll
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
get it.
find out.
Well, but I can look at it because I think I'm working. But
But
I-
Fridays, we have Free for All Friday, and anybody that's been on the show can come in, and it's like 9 people in there, all from Queens and New York and all the
I would
island.
love to get Lynn and Ann. Actually, we wanted to get Ann to do this with us, but you wanted to do separate.
Yeah, no, I like to do it, because it's really what it's about. You know what I mean? It's us one-on-one, just you and me. Because if I have if you have somebody else here, then it turns to that, and this is really just
I get it.
about you and me.
Yeah.
But Free for All Friday, once Annie comes on, and we can all go nuts. So
And
All right.
I've been in a lot of groups with Annie, so I've been with her a lot longer than the Skirts.
cool.
A lot of bands.
I remember she was a good player. I'm looking forward to.
She
to
became the bass player,
Really?
and she was a damn good bass player.
I gotta cook dinner.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, okay. That's.
All right. I'm
We'll-
sorry,
we'll-
we're going to OT.
That's all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to OT, right? And that's time and a half in this house.
I'm cooking a new recipe.
Yeah, she's cooking a
tonight.
new recipe. She's gonna fuck it
Yeah.
up.
Oh, since COVID, I'm a great cook.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's been a great cook, but this is a girl who cried the first time I told her she had to do
Steve.
dishes.
Ask the last
Sorry,
question.
last question. If you could play one show with anybody or any combination of people, living or dead, who would it be?
All right. Well, I had to think about this one a long time, Steve. This was a rough one for me because I'm not a great player. But in Key West, we played with a drummer that I adore. His name is Paulie. He's from Key West, 5-generation conch. So he's Bahama and Cuban.
Wow.
And I played rhythm guitar in the band. Of course I sang, but he sang too. So he used to tell me all the time that I was a great rhythm guitar player, acoustic guitar player, right? And he said, he told me this so many times. Santana had an acoustic rhythm guitar player all the time. And he said, you are as good as them. So that's who I would want to play with.
There you go.
All right.
I like that. I like that. Well, man,
That's the only thing I could think of, Steve.
that's, you know what? It's just meant to be a little lighthearted fun, and if it if it shakes a memory loose, that's always a good thing.
That's
I
right.
hope you had as much fun as we did. This
We
was
had
a
a great
lot of
time.
fun.
We-
Fridays, we'll get you. You can come in any Friday. You can come in for 5 minutes. I have guys coming in. I have a guy who comes in on Fridays who has a regular gig in Aruba. And then
Cool.
the bass player from the Good Rats, Lenny Kotke, comes in. He's down in Antigua. and now we've got Jimmy Ryan,
In Costa Rica.
who's in Costa Rica. So
Right.
it's just so crazy, you know, to have you guys down on the beach. It would just be fun. So we'll get Annie involved. Anybody you want to get, you know, we'll have a party.
So,
And it'll be a lot of
so
fun.
is that 7:00?
Yeah, 7 to 8, but it's, you know, it's coming anytime.
But how do you get the Zoom thing? Do you just
It's the same thing. It's the
Okay.
same link.
okay?
Angus will send it to you. Angus will send it to you. And you know, it's fun, man. I'm telling you, it's for the stories.
Okay.
It's really it's a lot
I'm
of
gonna
fun.
try and zoom in on you. Russ has.
Yeah, come on and zoom in on me, babe.
Yeah.
All good.
Okay.
All right, listen,
Great
I'll
to
let
see
you
you.
get back to it.
Great
I'm
to
gonna
see
go.
you.
Good to see you. Lots of love. We'll play some music. We'll make some art, and
Okay. Awesome.
we'll get down tonight.
Okay. See you, Lori. I don't know you, but bye,
You'll
Lori.
see her.
Bye, Laura.
She's real. She's real. She just doesn't do the camera thing because it's not, you know. But there you go.
Yeah.
But she will be there with a hood over when we see you guys. She'll be wearing a hood.
God. Ah!
All right, sugar. We'll talk soon. Say hello
All
to
right.
Russ.
See you guys.
All right,
Okay.
see you soon.
Bye,
Lots of
Laura.
love.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so Sue has made a request for tomorrow. She would like to see some more old clips.
She would like to see what?
More old clips.
More old clips?
Yes.
I got old clips. More old clips. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Old clips. Oh, old clips. You mean like show clips? I'm thinking old band clips.
Okay.
Are you talking of best of clips?
Best of clips? I think she is. Okay. We'll do
Okay.
that.
Well, that was Laura Black, and that was amazing, and I never really understood the chronological order of things. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, she said, yeah, you know, the best stuff.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that
Yeah,
tomorrow
we'll pull
night.
some best of
So,
stuff.
yeah, that'll be fun.
But my big thanks to Laura. She was that was a blast. I haven't really seen her except for Russ's thing.
Okay,
And-
now if you would like to eat in this nighttime,
Oh.
I have to go and
Okay.
put the chicken in the oven.
All right. Well,
Okay?
Yeah, that sounds
Okay,
good.
so everybody, tomorrow night,
I have to-
anything goes Wednesday.
I have to stop playing show now. I have to stop playing TV show now.
Well, you can play by yourself.
No, I'm gonna go. Hey, listen, thanks for coming down and bringing us down with you. If I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, kids.